This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Three, two, one.
Wait, is it going?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we just started.
Hello and welcome back to We'll Run For. This is your host,
Oh my
Tom.
God.
And with me, as always, are Aaron,
Hello.
Michael,
Why?
Hello.
and Diana.
Hi. Our pre-show went a little
Just
long
why?
today, and I didn't realize we had started.
Sometimes you stretch a little bit longer.
Always. It's always. Oh, and of course, because we took so long in our pre-show that
They're now having
now they're
Lickfest
going to,
7,000 behind us.
Oh.
now they're not going to get be calm because this is about to start a fight.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I just gave Indiana a cookie, so hopefully.
How is Sweet Indy doing?
Indiana Bones, attorney at law.
He's a barchaeologist.
He's good. He's getting he's calmed down a little bit. He still gets the Zooms. He starts school this week.
Yes.
Ooh.
So
Like behavioral
yeah,
school?
so we're taking him obedience class.
Okay.
I told him I'm gonna have to get a dunce hat because lights are on and nobody's home. He is.
Aw.
He's
You'll find
so
out
cute.
You'll find out this week for sure if that's true, I guess, when the
Yeah.
trainer gets with him.
Yep. Well, we'll see. He's just.
Yeah. What's going on? How you guys been?
Good, busy. Work has been crazy, but see there he is.
You guys, we opened
Yes.
the registration for the Will Run For Virtually Live Race 2023.
Yes.
Yes, I'm so excited.
I'm not one to get caught up in the numbers
Oh my God.
obsessively.
By the time this comes out, you'll have posted 4 more times about how many people are.
We're currently at 74.
Is that where we're at?
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And thank you guys so much with the medal, with our Archie medal. It made me cry.
Oh, that's right. We didn't get to reveal it on the last episode because honestly, we weren't really sure what we were going to do. And then I said to Michael at one point, I'm like, we're going to have to tell them because in order to like post anything and get anyone to actually like sign up, like we need to post
Stuff, yeah.
information
Yeah.
and we don't have the sample of the medal yet. So like, I'm going to at least have to post the bib that I made.
so cute.
So like that people can see the theme.
Like the idea. Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
And I've gotten several people now who it's been a rough year.
Yeah.
A couple more people who have lost their pets over this last month or two. And even this weekend, Jen runs the 50. She had signed up for it and she texted me. She said that the medal will have new meaning to her because she just
Aw.
lost her
Aw.
dog this past weekend.
It's so hard.
So I think Nikki had mentioned it to me too. There's a few people who mentioned that the medal will be extra special this year for them.
Yeah, I love that. It's just like I said, I saw it, I got really emotional and then had to be in my feelings for a little bit. And I
Yeah.
mean, it's been better. I've been not in my feelings like 3 times a day. But yeah, thank you guys. And now this bad dog, he just stole a wrapper off the kitchen counter and is running around with it like a lunatic. So
Oh,
the
God.
circle of life.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So the problem is we keep comparing Indy to Archie. Archie was 12 years old. He was smart.
Oh, yeah. Big difference. Yeah.
Indy is 1 year old and dumb. A lot of energy, but no, it's good. He's good. He's good. He's learning every day. He's getting better with his crate.
He's super
Nice.
cuddly.
He's very cuddly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that medal was very sweet. We really appreciate it.
It's all Michael's idea.
Mhm.
I just produced it. I wish I could not find the envelope where he drew on it. I wish
it was perfect. Perfection.
I wish that I
the
had
drawing was
taken
perfection.
a picture of it because when he tried
Were
to
you
describe
dying?
this idea, to me, and then he drew a picture, and I somehow created what I did out of it is
Look.
amazing.
Look,
I can't help. I'm the idea person.
and I mean, if you didn't know, Michael's a giant softie. He's the
Yes.
softie of the group.
Absolutely.
But as of right now, with when we're recording 74 people, I believe at least 30 more people are going to get to choose which hat they want.
Think it's more than that.
It's
30,
I
we
said
have
at least.
39 the running elite. I checked earlier
Okay.
because I was going to talk about the statistic of the trucker versus the running hat.
Yeah.
We did 75 and 75, so there are 150. That's why we said the first 75 were guaranteed to pick, assuming that 75 people picked the same thing. So we knew that wasn't going to happen.
No, it was 70 because we're keeping some for ourselves.
Oh, we need 10 hats altogether.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, so we have 39 available of the elite running hat and 47. So it's not quite 50-50 anymore. It was for the first part of signups. It was almost exactly half and half. But now we're at I think 58% are choosing the running hat.
Yep.
And the rest, so we'll have more trucker hats left over than we'll have.
That's kind of what I honestly, that's what I would have thought.
Yeah.
But
we weren't sure because when we polled it in the group,
It was pretty
it was
50-50.
almost dead even, where it was 20 people said trucker and 21 people said, and we were like, this did not help us at all.
But make your choice. Get in there. We probably have about 50 spots left.
I put the cap at 120.
We could probably go a little more.
We could probably go a little bit more than that. I just put that there for a placeholder at the time we were doing it.
Yes.
So,
and then when's it going to close out?
Well, we have to mail everything by April 28th, I believe was the date that I said. Yes. So our goal is to have everything in the mail by May 1st. So that means that I set the cutoff date for Friday, the 28th of April.
Okay. So if you want to get in, there are only 46 spots left, technically.
Oh.
Tell your friends, sign up.
So hop in.
Yep.
Make your hat choice and join us. And if you don't get in, just join us anyway.
I'm excited. I've been wearing running hats more frequently. I was very much, and I still am, the sweaty bands. I was very much a sweaty band girl. And then, just recently I've been wearing lots of hats. I've been very into those Sprints hats.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Michael thinks they're too busy.
Oh,
They're way too
surprising.
busy.
That's why I
For
like
me,
them.
they're too busy.
Surprising.
Yeah. I got the Christmas, the Valentine's, and the St. Patrick's one this year.
Ooh, I like the St. Patrick's Day one.
It's cute.
There's one that had bananas that I wanted.
Yeah, so cute.
Anyway.
Yeah, so that's our virtually live update. Make sure you sign up if you're going to. It's getting close.
Yeah, as soon as we have a picture of the medal,
We'll
the
send it out.
medallion,
Put it out.
we will put that up. And what else are they getting? Oh, I reached out to Squirrels. So we'll be getting a little sample size Squirrels nut butter for you.
What if I favor Body Glide?
That's not what you're going to get. You're going to
You
get
can
Squirrels
go
nut
buy
butter.
it.
What if my preferred lube of choice is not Squirrels nut butter?
You can go buy it.
Then you will go buy your preferred choice, but you will get a sample of the Squirrels nut butter.
That's what I'll take. It's also Indiana Bones's preferred lube, as I can tell of how he reacts to my body when I put it on. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable.
So, Michael.
Yes.
Do we have any new 5-star reviews?
I don't believe we do. I checked yesterday and did not see any. So we'll go with no for 2 episodes in a row.
Okay, we had
broken.
we had 8.
We did have 8. Yeah, we did have 8 to start off.
Tom, I have a question.
Yeah.
What are you going to do to get us to 100 registrations?
Oh, registrations?
Yeah, because we're talking about the things he does for 5-star reviews,
Yeah.
but really that doesn't matter to me at this moment. I want to know what he's going to do to get us to 100 registrations.
Yeah, remember last year it was the 24-hour race, which we are doing in August, by the way.
Yes.
That will be.
I am signed up for that.
So what is the upped ante on this?
I don't know. I feel
what
like
if we get 100 by the end of the release of this episode week?
I don't know. I'll do something.
We get 100, if we get 100 people to sign up by Friday after this episode comes out.
I don't know what that date is.
Tom is going to.
I'm looking at a calendar.
The 24th.
The 24th.
Do you have something in mind?
No, I'm asking you. I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I'm not good when you put me on the spot. I'll do.
I don't know. Last year, you out of nowhere were like, "Hey, I'll run a 24-hour race," and all of us went, "Excuse me?"
Yeah, and then I picked one, and you guys told me not to, and then I ended up signing up anyways.
Yeah, we didn't want you to ruin Dopey before Dopey. That's all.
I think that
Yeah.
So I don't know, something involving a tutu. Like, pick something. I don't know. I think we should ask. We should put a poll out there.
I'm gonna throw that poll up tomorrow, and then by the time Michael's editing this podcast, I'm going to insert into this podcast.
What if Tom has to run Broad Street in full Dallas Cowboys regalia?
Oh, and it's in Philly, right?
You're running down Broad Street in Philly.
That sounds dangerous. I don't even like the Cowboys, but that just sounds dangerous.
Or Kansas City Chiefs gear.
Oh. I don't understand why I don't
understand any of this.
Have you
Sports,
been to
right?
Philadelphia recently? They're going to beat me up.
I can't see what would go wrong.
Philly. We don't care.
If I get to 100, I will dress like Gritty and run
for 10 miles in May.
For 10 miles in May.
Oh my God. Better hope it's a cold year. The one year I ran it, it was actually chilly out.
I've run it in multiple conditions.
It was rainy and chilly.
I think we should ask the people, but
yeah,
I'm not against that.
We'll put up some ideas and we'll have a vote on it.
I'll put up a poll tomorrow, and we'll insert something in with the magic of editing.
Yeah.
Okay.
As to what Tom is going to do.
We'll just say we're putting up a poll.
Sounds good to me.
Diana's like, I'm staying out of this whole thing.
So what are we running for this week?
Man, I still didn't think anything.
See,
really?
I actually was going to put something down, and then I thought Michael was going to steal it, so I didn't put it down.
Uh-oh.
Daylight savings.
Oh, that's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still doing that?
That is great.
It's
So
amazing.
are you now stealing it?
I'm stealing it. I'm running for daylight savings time. And if they change it back, I'm burning this down.
I know. It's so funny. I was just, when we did a race over the weekend, I was talking to Ryan, and I was like, it's like the best day of the year. And he's like, this is the worst. He's like, this is the one everyone hates. And I'm like, no, like, you got to have it dark or have it light, like really late. And he's like, no, because then you want to do like a fire pit when it gets dark. And I'm like, yeah, I don't go to bed at 7:30.
Yeah,
okay,
what?
Ryan is absolutely
Whoa, he's crazy.
He's like, okay,
this is
Ryan,
wrong.
I don't know whether you actually listen to this podcast regularly or
But
not.
he
but
was
if
wrong.
You do.
You
are wrong.
Yeah, he is 100%
because
wrong.
Everyone I know was like, yes,
Yep.
finally.
Yeah.
Because like when you get out of work, you don't want like.
I don't want it to be dark when I walk out the door. Yeah.
No,
it's the worst.
And part of the problem is like him and Nicole, they work like for the government. So they do this weird thing where they work.
Early,
well, they work like 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So I'm like, you're
Well,
going
of course
to
they don't
bed
care.
at 8:30. Like, then it doesn't matter. Then stay out of everybody else's business. Like, let us
have our
let us
daylight.
have our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us have our daylight. Come
Like-
on.
As we all trash on
Like,
Ryan
because we're not. So fun. But what I'm running for is Chinese food because we drank a lot, and we'll talk about our race yesterday, and came back and ordered a crap ton of Chinese food. So we'll be eating that for a couple of days. We always order like enough to have like 2 or 3 meals out of it. And it's my favorite. I could have Chinese food like 3 times a week. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm
Oh, God.
So I was going back and forth between like running for consistency or getting into a good training block or whatever. But this Friday, St. Patrick's Day.
Wait, top of the morning to you.
Oh, tarty.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm Irish. It's
Wait
okay.
until Linda hears that.
Look, they celebrated in the
Half Irish.
Netherlands.
Yeah,
In New Zealand too, I hear.
and New Zealand.
Saints be praised. So we are going to. We're both actually kind of taking off work on Friday. And-
Kinda.
Well, I'm definitely taking off work. I don't like.
I'm like, how do you kinda take off?
And then we're gonna go to the giant Guinness brewery in the morning at some
Oh,
point,
nice.
and then
That is a beautiful brewery too.
It is.
partake in the traditions of St. Patrick's Day.
And that includes watching Darby O'Gill and the Little People,
Oh,
I love
And-
Darby O'Gill.
It's
Luck of the
amazing.
Irish,
The Bug-
Disney Channel
Oh.
original movie, which is
I'm gonna make
bonkers.
a recommendation to watch any of the Murder She Wrote to take place in Ireland.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
are they so good?
You
They're
should.
amazing.
No, that is the worst.
They're amazing.
All right. I am trying to find the name of the drink that I've decided that I'm running for.
Ooh.
I drank this delightful, like, pink lavender martini thing the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, it was the kind of drink where it went down a little too smooth. And if you'd had more than one, you would have been in trouble
Uh-oh.
because it wasn't too sweet, but it was like it had a little bit of a tartness to it, but it was like just smooth. Like I could not tell that there was vodka in it, and it was a problem. It was
Yeesh.
delightful. And so I've decided that that's what I'm running for, or what I ran for,
Love it.
Fair enough.
Love
But I don't
it.
remember the name of it. What was the name of the place we went?
Guy Morello's.
Guy Morello's. I wasn't going to be able to say that just for all you Italians out there.
It was very good, actually.
Hey,
very good.
gabagoo.
all right.
Exactly.
We've got, like, there's something wrong with us tonight.
Tom, bring
Save
us
us.
back. Save us. Save us all.
Pasta Vazul.
Oh my God.
Would you say? I don't know. Would you say a proper transition should be a goal of mine?
God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It absolutely should.
All right.
Oh my God.
And now, it's time for our Will Run 4 Goal Getters. Congrats on making your goals, you getters. Oh, you rest of shit.
Well, I can jump in first because I have a goal. And I started strength training for runners on Thursday nights at Charm
Ooh.
City Run. So my goal is to start incorporating more strength training. So every week we focus on something different. So the first week was arms, and then last week we did some arms and we did some ab stuff. And we kind of go through a workout, and then she writes it all down and then sends it to us. So every week we'll have a different focus, and it's a 6-week program, and it's getting me out of the house and keeping me doing strength training, which I desperately need. So my goal is to
That
do
needs
more
to
strength
be-
training.
That needs to
Great
be
goal.
on my goal list. It was on my goal list. I even picked out a program and everything for me to do, and then I quit on day 3.
Yep. That sounds like everything I've been doing. So
There you go.
Not working out well. But Greg in Orlando says that his goal is to get consistent 4-week running strength training cycle down.
There you go.
Shailene Goes the Distance says that hers is I'm working on getting faster and going for a 5K PR this summer.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Get it.
What?
S Donas 36.
Also, apologies to everyone because I compiled the goal getters this week. So
If there's a typo.
if there's a typo or someone just completely missing, it's because I decided to be involved today.
Astona 36 walked a 5K with my 6-year-old, got a Shamrock shake, and now this week I can really run it off.
That's an
Whoop, whoop.
awesome one.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
I love. She had the goal of the Shamrock Shake, which should be on everyone's list.
Mm. Rachel likes to run, focus on strength training and walking while I figure out a new blood pressure medication. Oof, that's got to be
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Runcation Dreaming PR'd a 5K by over 45 seconds and managed to smile as I was able to finish.
That's
an accomplishment because
yeah.
if you're PRing, you're probably not.
Especially in a 5K where you're just giving it so much.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, of course, at the end of a marathon, you're exhausted also. But the end of a 5K, I feel like it's worse than anything.
I love it. I also love that this week we're getting kind of a mix of like future goals and people celebrating accomplishing their goals. So,
because you got Run Disnerd, who is heading to Boston Marathon in about a month or so, which is why we won't see him at Springtime Surprise. Last 26 plus training mile run.
There you go.
Scootadoot Meredith, continue to heal. I like this last part. And be awesome.
Amazing.
Got that second part down.
She
Good luck
is
with the first part.
amazing, and she is awesome as always. She's the best. Chiquita says still training for a 100-miler in June.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
I'm tired thinking about it. Michael understands your pain. From Melanie says, get my running life back together over the next 7 weeks so I can run the York half.
Interesting.
Has she not been running?
That's a good goal.
No, she's not been running. She's been baking.
She's been boss-lading it up.
Yeah, she's been making everybody hungry, baking.
Oh my God.
Bread.
I maintain she made the best cookie I've ever tasted in my life.
Yeah,
it was the
those
best
cookies were amazing.
And
insane.
What's the one that we really liked with like the salt on it?
Oh,
it was
my
like,
God.
It was like that chocolate chips,
yeah,
brown sugar, brown butter, something.
And I think she gave us like
chocolate chip cookie.
3 or 4 of each of them.
So good.
And Tom went into the office one day, and I ate all. Like he had like one of them, and I ate like all the other like 2. I did not.
Do you
split them
remember what
evenly.
happened when you ate the cookie and I got mad?
I don't remember.
Melanie, I would buy some.
Yeah,
so
there may have been an incident where Michael ate a cookie that he said he was saving for me, and then he ate the cookie.
Look, you can't.
I was like,
I'll Venmo.
Literally said
I will Venmo
that I could
you
have
right
that
now.
cookie.
It was so good. Like all of them, because she gave
anyway.
us like 3 different kinds. All of them were really good. That one was like spectacular.
Yeah.
That
that
one
one
was
was like
I agree.
unreal.
She was baking them some other time on her IG, and I was like, send them over again. She's like, it's always the crowd pleaser. But yeah, she is, I guess, giving up baking to go back to running, which is just sad.
That's
Unfortunate.
ludicrous.
Bad call.
But
Don't do it.
She is the official baking partner of the Will Run For podcast.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Dawn B. Joyful says, I have a virtual 5K and half marathon this coming Saturday and Sunday. Couldn't make it to Jeff Galloway half in person, so I went ahead and registered for the virtual challenge.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome.
M. Harrell, Melissa, who we will be seeing this summer because we just signed up for Hood to Coast, her and Erica, listeners of the pod. So we'll be sleeping in a smelly van with them for 2 days.
What? What is this?
It's a Ragnar.
We're running from
It's a
Mount Hood
Ragnar.
to the coast.
Yeah, it's a Ragnar style race.
Oh,
It's like 200 miles or something.
Yeah.
my God.
And Michael has volunteered for the hardest leg. And I said to them, when he looks at this, he's going to be like, wait, can I get something harder? Because that's
what she said.
Anyway, she says her goal is to make myself proud in my running and life in general. I
There
am
you go.
only competing against myself.
Exactly.
So I will focus on that instead of worrying about what everyone else is doing.
I love the positivity.
Men.
The positivity in our goal getters this week is awesome.
Yes.
Bennett Laurie says, at the tail end of my training for London Marathon in 6 weeks from today.
Awesome.
Woo! So less than 6 weeks by the time this comes out, probably about 5. Jack Witzig, it's a Will Run For exclusive.
Yeah, this is an exclusive.
Ooh, I am now working with a coach and just started training towards hopefully BQing at a fall marathon to be determined.
Awesome.
Brady also started working with a coach for Boston, which is obviously running this year.
Amazing.
So
Oh.
reach out to him, Jack.
And then shout out to Jack as well, because Jack likes everything I do on Strava. I only get alerts from
him. We are
Tom,
we
you
are
got
nothing.
Jack sliding back into some
more
Diana's.
sliding into my
That's
DMs.
fine. There's enough room in Diana's DMs. Trust me.
Well, that's the end of our goal getters, guys. But as you guys accomplish your goals this spring, make sure you send them on over so that we can
Yes.
celebrate. Because we love doing that.
It's getting to be race season, so
It is.
Yeah.
We're heavily getting into it. March, April. For us, we have a 5K this coming week, and then
Unless it's raining, then we're not
that's
going.
true.
To
It's around the corner from us, literally less than a quarter mile from our house. So the decision can definitely be a morning time decision.
Yeah.
But then right after that, we have like two race
Two
weekends
straight
in a row.
weekends. Yeah.
And then in
Princess.
April,
No,
springtime, and then
sorry.
the 100, and then another race, and then
We have a lot of
possibly
races.
another
Yeah.
race. And I'm not telling anyone what I'm doing.
We did not get
Good luck
into
finding out.
Mount Washington.
Oh, we did not.
No Mount Washington.
No Mount
Just
Washington.
Heads up.
It's
Wah,
because I
wah.
didn't join the group. We should have.
It.
Because I would have been like, I'll just do it and we won't get in, and then we would have gotten in.
Exactly.
That's exactly how that would have gone.
It is absolutely how it would work.
Can I give a quick
Damn it.
shout out?
Yes.
Yeah.
As of when we're recording this, we had a new Inside the Runner Studio come out today with EcoFit.
Yes.
And I just want to say that was one of the funnest, that's not a
Yeah.
word, the most fun
funnest.
conversations we've had in, I don't know. She's awesome.
Yeah.
EcoFit,
Well,
you're awesome.
yeah.
Despite your anti-Taylor Swift, anti-pickle agenda, no spoilers, but
Anti-pickle agenda.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
but no, that was a lot of fun.
I love it.
And just a quick plug, if any of our listeners out there would like to be on an Inside the Runner Studio, just slide into these DMs and we'll get you scheduled.
Amazing.
Yes.
I like
And
how Tom keeps advertising this like we don't have like a list of like 20 people already on our list. So anyone who emails me
But that's okay.
soon probably we won't get to you for like a year.
Look, it's okay.
What's funny is when I was listening to EcoFits, you're like, this might come out around Thanksgiving.
It's smart.
So lousy
That's what I'm
March
saying.
weather.
Like, and then we started doing the on the ground things, so
Yeah.
kind of pushed things
Yeah.
around a bit more too.
Sorry about
Amazing.
that.
And then I also have one more goal update. So the last episode, Kate said one of her goals was to have the damn
Ooh,
baby.
Yes.
And she
Oh,
had
yeah.
the damn
Yes.
baby.
There you go.
So welcome,
Congratulations.
baby Carter. She had a girl, her
Aw.
first girl, which I'm so excited about.
Did she not know it was going to be a girl?
I mean, we knew it was going to be a girl, but other people didn't know it was going to be a girl.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
fair
didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know whether it was a surprise. Like I didn't know
so
it was like
it was a surprise. Like only a couple of people knew. The
no,
biggest
I didn't know if
surprise
Kate
was
decided not to know.
the biggest
Oh.
surprise was that she got an epidural and then her husband just straight passed out.
Oh, I saw that on her Instagram. And then the nurses all like were like trying to sit him up. Yeah, I
Oh my God.
I read that story on her
Amazing.
Instagram or her Facebook or something, and I was dying laughing.
Oh my God.
and
that's
my
amazing.
favorite thing, it's their third baby. He'd been there before. It
man.
wasn't new.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Kate and Ty.
Yes.
Yes.
Congrats.
Um,
I guess I can do a quick training update before we do the races.
I
Yeah.
was gonna maybe talk about my stuff too.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Get
we
it
can
in.
do quick training before the races. Since
Yeah.
the races usually are a little more.
I'm not training for anything. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh Lord.
A
Lord. I took a nice week off after that last time because of the teeth. Got a little dry socket, so I took a couple extra days.
Oh God.
And then got back at it the end of last week. So this week I'll be ramping back up next week this week all through March and first week of April before tapering.
Yeah, but you've got a couple races on the calendar. You got Big Woods.
Yeah, they're just part of the training week, though.
Which is
Yeah.
like, I'll be interested to see. Are you going to race that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only one day of the week. So.
Yeah, I didn't know whether you were planning to race or use it as training and then do like a big run the next day also. Like,
I'm
so
still
you
gonna
could do
race
back
it.
to backs.
Yeah, I'm still going to race it. I'll
Okay.
probably do a big run the next day, but I'm going to race it.
Gotcha.
I'm going to race that. And what's the other one?
Bucks Burns.
Bucks Burns. They're similar type races.
Yeah.
I'm excited and impressed that you actually took a break when you got your teeth out. So
I did.
I don't think he had a choice.
Yeah.
The amount
I
of pain he was in.
Well, the problem was I didn't have really terrible pain the first couple days. I was actually going to run with Megan at the end of her Goggins challenge. And that was the day the dry socket hit me, and I was in a lot of pain.
But you didn't know it was dry socket.
I
So
didn't
the
know.
thing is that, like,
Yeah.
okay, when I had dry socket, I don't think he had full dry socket, and I
It
think
wasn't that bad,
the person said it because he would take the pain medicine and it would go away. Like when I had dry socket, there was nothing that was going to take that pain away. And like when because I went to the dentist, a different dentist, the same week, and I mentioned that he was having problems. He's like, she even was like, I don't know if that sounds like dry socket because usually when you have pain or dry socket, you have dry socket.
it was just pain.
It was just
Might have just been pain.
like a little bit of.
I may have been
the
weaning
clot may have also like moved or like it wasn't fully filled in, but I don't think he had full on like the clot had come out.
I also had weaned myself off pain medication too soon,
Yes.
and I think that kind
Yep.
of caused the issue on Saturday. So I wasn't able to go run with them after the brewery on Saturday because like I was like I felt
Well, he had like
nauseous
a
from the
weird
pain.
headache
Yeah.
and yeah.
I told you I
So-
got sick off of my painkillers and was like throwing up after I got my wisdom teeth
Yeah.
out. Yep.
So is that it?
That was it.
That was all your training.
Yeah, I'm
update?
good now because I can eat. The problem was I couldn't eat solid food, so I couldn't really fuel to run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like, well, you know.
And then we're all at the brewery and we're eating like
Yeah, these jerks are all
burgers and,
eating
like-
like they ordered food from town, and I'm like, I'm gonna walk home and have
we're trying to figure it out because
some mashed potatoes.
Frumpa came to visit. And then it just happened that like Megan was doing the Goggins thing. And I had invited them to the brewery. And then she's like, well, why don't you come run? And then she invited Frumpa to run. And he was like, I'm good. So we took him to a brewery. I went and ran. We came back. And in between, we weren't sure what Michael was going to do for food. And in the end, we were like, why don't you go back to the house?
Yeah.
And we'll come to the brewery close to our house. So that way you can eat your mashed
Smoothie
potatoes and
mashed
smoothies.
potatoes.
And then we all proceeded to get burgers and wings and pizza and just sit around him and eat it.
Sucks.
I don't know. For me, what am I up to? This weekend, I mean, everyone knows with the Peloton challenge, I was riding a ton of miles. And I think I said at one point that there's not an exact science to the like run to like bike ratio, but if you go for like say a 3-to-1 ratio, if you're biking 30 miles, it's like running 10 miles endurance wise. When you're doing like an easy endurance kind of ride. So this weekend I did a 30-mile ride.
Woo.
So I did a 90-minute ride, and then I ran yesterday on the treadmill. I did a fully downhill run.
Oh my God.
Because I was part of
how are your legs?
because I'm doing I'm doing this program on iFit that's kind of like doing it on Peloton, where like when you do a program, you follow like the different classes. So I'm doing like this Swiss Alps like thing with Tommy Ribs. And so I'm just going along with the classes. And because I wanted to do 3 runs, I looked at it and it was like the next 2 were actually runs. And then the third one was a hike uphill. So I was like, oh, perfect. I'll do the 2 runs and then I'll end on the hike because that's the higher, harder part with the elevation.
Yeah.
Well, then it turns out that the first run was fully downhill. So it was literally 600 feet of descent. So I ran downhill. Then I did the next segment, which was like a 40-minute flat run because I wanted an hour and a half. I ended up like with an hour and 40. And then I did the hike. So it was 7.5 miles total for about an hour, 40 minutes total. So nothing super fast. And today I haven't moved from this chair because I physically can't.
See, you forgot that I did this like 2 months ago during December when I was trying to get to the 100,000. I did a full 1,000 feet down. So like 6% for an hour running downhill, or a half hour, whatever it was.
So does your
And
treadmill...
it'll go negative 6% and positive 40.
God.
But negative 6% is further than you think.
Yeah.
And I was really sore for like 2 days after running downhill.
I mean,
for
I
1,000
vaguely
feet.
remember him being sore, but I don't remember him being like, I can't move sore. Like, I literally,
Oh,
this is
it
like
was
I ran
bad.
my first
Yeah.
marathon. I tried to go to the bathroom earlier, and I was like, I live here now.
Can't get up.
I
Can't get
live here now. This is so. If you haven't seen me move from this seat since the moment you came on, that is why. Because my legs do not function
Oh
right
my
now.
God. Yeah, they're going to be sore for another day or two, by the way.
But I am trying to get myself back up to like some endurance miles. I do have officially a couple races on my calendar.
Oh.
That I may or may not mention over the next few episodes. But I do have a goal race in mind. I'm not like, it's not a time goal. It's just go and finish it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm starting to, I feel like, mentally heal a little bit too, where I'm not like running quite as scared anymore. And I'm just kind of like, I'm not necessarily like mentally there. Like,
Yeah.
yes, let's go do it. But I'm also not running scared anymore. So I feel like I'm kind of in a better place. I have kind of goals and things on my calendar to sort of check off. So I don't know. You might get a race report from me sometime soon.
Woo! I'm excited.
Well, then that's a perfect segue. Should we
Yeah.
talk about our races that we just had this weekend?
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, jump in.
Okay. So the first one was actually the first race, let me think, I think both of us have had since Dopey,
Mm-hmm.
and it's March. It was the inaugural Annapolis Running Festival. They have a 5K, 10K, and a half. And yeah, it was down in Annapolis, and we all did we were actually registered for the half, but then, we dropped back to the 10K.
Which is absolutely fine.
Which, yeah, it's fine. Our friends Ken and Nicole and Ryan were there, and we ran it together. We did 2-and-1s. It was cold and it was windy. It was not
so damn
it was
cold.
not raining, but it was sort of like some of the years at Shamrock when it's not great.
Oh, yeah.
So it was kind of that temperature, but I think it went well. I mean, you get a nice tour of downtown Annapolis, very similar to the Annapolis 10-miler and some other races. It all started at 7 a.m., which is kind of early, but I know that the people in Annapolis in general
Oh yeah, they want you off the roads.
They want you out of
they're
there.
rich
Oh,
and they
yeah.
want you away from their stuff. So yeah, they all start weirdly early.
Yeah. So I thought the race went pretty well.
Yeah, I thought it was good. It sucked that the weather was so bad because they had a really awesome like post race area that like no one wanted
Oh.
to be a part of. So they
'Cause it was so
had
miserable.
Yeah.
like they had a big like slide and they had oysters, and then like the post race drinks were like phenomenal. So they had like the Cutwater like mixed cans that are like 12% alcohol, and they had all different kinds of beer, like IPA, like they had all kinds of stuff, like a great selection of stuff.
March is hairy, man. You don't
And-
know what you're getting in March.
Yeah, so we were going to stay. The good thing is, I will say, they were giving you the drinks closed and sealed. So we grabbed both of our
Oh.
drinks and quickly left.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
The weird thing was, I will say that all the races started at the same time. So every race started at 7 to minimize how many roads they were closing down. everyone was on the same course for a while. So the half and the 10K started at 7, and then they waited like 10 or 15 minutes to let the 5K go. But they didn't do a good job of like blocking off like where things were happening, like where roads were happening. So all of a sudden we had people coming back the other way on like one side of the road. And then like a minute later, they were coming back on the other side of the road. So like they weren't doing a good job of like when people were like looping back around. And I wasn't sure if it was for like the half or the 5K. Like they were swimming upstream.
Gotcha.
For a lot of it. So like logistically that was a little weird. And it wasn't like deterring the race or anything, or like it wasn't like, I don't think it made a bad experience because we're not fast enough for it to be a bad experience.
Yeah, but like would it be bad for the people who are turning around?
And it could have been,
because those are the super fast people who are now swimming upstream.
Yep. So it was a little weird. There were people on bikes. I will say the other thing that was kind of weird about the race is that the 10K, it runs like up to the bridge. So there's like this big, ridiculous Navy bridge that's right there. And it's awful. And the 10 miler, you have to go over it twice. Here, you like ran to the top of the bridge and literally turned around and came back down.
Oh, wow.
The same side, which I thought was weird. And the half marathon had to keep going, and they had to like cross the entire bridge. So it was, like the course is a little weird. I did like it because usually you go down like Main Street in Annapolis and kind of turn and go down the side streets. This one you kind of ran out to like the dock and like you were like right by the water, which was pretty.
Yeah.
But it was cold. I wish the weather was better. I felt bad for them.
How was your overall race, Tom?
It felt okay.
How'd you feel?
It felt okay. It felt like I hadn't been running in a while.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But
oh yeah.
But it was okay. It wasn't terrible.
No.
Muscle memory.
Muscle
it
memory
does it for you.
But then
didn't do it for me.
But then running similar to virginity is one of those things where if you don't use it, you lose it.
To quote the 40-year-old virgin.
Wait, is that how it goes? No, but seriously, running is very much if you don't use it, you lose it. And you know,
with this much, because it was about 6 or 7 weeks, which I think is like, we're always like, don't worry if you take like a week or two off, you're okay.
Yeah,
like,
I know. You're on like the cusp of where like you're actually losing fitness.
Yeah, where like for the 10K, I felt like I could have done more. I did not want to do more. My calves were tight, and then actually the next day I was really sore. But there's a ton of hills in Annapolis.
Didn't you say that you're supposed to take like a day off for every mile you ran? So I mean, you're right in line with around where you're supposed to be.
Yep.
You're maybe a little bit further out,
according to the Run Disney groups. That's what they told me.
According to
there you go. You were
according
right
to our amazing advice from the Will Run For podcast.
Yep. And I had
we're
run
professionals
a couple of times, and I actually thought because I did so much Pelotoning, that I'd actually feel slightly better, but I did not. The Peloton helped, I think, keep my
it probably
cardio
kept your
up,
I was gonna say it probably allowed you to still be able to do the cardio part of it, but the running part of it still that's what I'm finding
were different.
out.
The muscles were different.
That's ultimately what I'm finding out. While I have the endurance to be able to make it like 7 to 8 miles right now, those 7 to 8 miles suck a lot because my muscles that I'm using are different. So I have the endurance, but my legs are like,
that's exactly how I felt. Yep. That's exactly how I felt.
Yeah. All in all, it was a good race, good experience.
Would you do it again? Would you recommend it to other people?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like,
I would. March races are hard, though.
They are
just
hard.
The weather.
It's a crapshoot.
So
I agree with that.
Especially right on the coast.
Yeah, because everyone always talks about
Shamrock
Shamrock and doing Shamrock, and I'm always like, oh, it's such a toss-up. I love that race so much, and I really want to recommend it. But depending on what you're looking to do, because people will be like, oh, I hear it's a great PR course. And I'm like, it is a great PR course, but you need to be aware you could get a nor'easter, or you could get the most perfect weather ever.
This It's hard because it's a difficult course because it's Annapolis, and Annapolis is hilly. So it's not like a huge one. There's also a pretty strict time, and I can't remember what it was, but Annapolis always has like a really strict time cutoff as well. So, but for the 10K, it doesn't matter because you start at the same time the half does. So you have half marathon time.
You have all
to
that
do.
extra time. Yeah.
How did they do as an inaugural kind of race? Do you think it flowed well?
Yeah, they seem to have their stuff together. Corrigan Sports, who does like the Baltimore Running Festival, did it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
yeah,
So they
yeah.
know what they're doing then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No.
So
was
is
good.
it a pair to their race series then? Like, can you
So-
do that race and then a bunch of the other races?
There's an
and get, like,
inaugural
extra?
challenge that
Like the
we're
crab
thinking about
thingy?
doing in Baltimore. They're calling it the Chessie Challenge. I think
Oh,
we
I
might have
remember
talked
we talked
about it
about
last
this.
time. But it's this. You can either do the Baltimore 10 miler or the Baltimore Running Festival. And then there's a race in Ocean City, Maryland in October. That
Yeah, I
you
remember
can
you
do.
talking about that.
Gotcha.
So we
Okay.
haven't decided if we're going to do that yet. But we did see the
But the
Chessie
10K
medal.
The 10K
Counts.
counts for it. Okay.
Yep, the 10K counts. We did see the medal at Packet Pickup, and it's humongous, and it's adorable and glittery.
Yes.
Like,
So I was like, ooh, I
looks
might
really
have
good.
to do it.
And
Um,
it is weird because it's any race in the Annapolis Running Festival, then either the Baltimore 10 miler or any race in the Baltimore Running Festival,
Oh.
including the 5K.
including the 5K?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then a race at the Ocean City Running
City.
Festival.
Sorry. We're not laughing at you, Tom. We're laughing at
I know.
Indy, who
I know.
is like nosing at
Is in the camera.
He's
In the
nosing at the camera. So you just see Indy's big old nose
His
like right up
snout.
against the Yes.
now
That's
he's
a
throwing
cool-
the
that's
ball
interesting.
for himself.
So
For
is
a
it like
challenge.
Space Coast size like medal?
It's huge.
Little
yeah, it's like-
Rock size medal?
It may not
Did
be
you
Little
see-
Rock, but they
Not
do
quite.
Space Coast.
this year's Little Rock one?
No, I want to do
Jennifer
it so
Fink
bad.
had it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Did you see that thing?
I saw it. I want it. This is not as big as that, but it is big.
Yeah, it's big.
And so sparkly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's big. It's real cute. It's real cute. So we're thinking about it. I hate it, as I've said on this podcast many times. I hate the Baltimore Running Festival.
Don't you love the ball? I was just going to
I
say, don't
just-
you love
I
the
hate it
Baltimore Running
so
Festival?
But I do like the Baltimore 10 miler, even though it's kind of a bleh course. I don't know. I think it's a great event. So I think I'm going to sign up
When
for
is that one?
Tom's birthday weekend every year.
I
So
hate
the
it.
last few years, I haven't been able to do it because someone
Which
likes to
is
celebrate their birthday. It's June.
The 5th?
His is the 2nd. It's June 3rd this year. So it's the day
Okay.
after his birthday.
For some reason I thought that weekend was the 5th, but okay.
Yeah.
It's
so
the 3rd. Okay.
It's the 3rd. So I think I'm going to do that. Tom says he may not, but I'm not doing Baltimore. No, thank you.
Okay. I've been looking for a possible 10 miler because I don't think that I could train for 13 miles I don't know. It's only 3 extra miles, but those 3 extra miles, when you're thinking about a proof of time,
A 10 miler is a great race. I love a 10 miler. It's like, I think, one of my favorite distances. It feels so different. Like, we loved the, what's the one we did last year? The Army 10 miler. We loved that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Army tomorrow. Yeah.
We loved that one. So, yeah. But it was great. It was a great race.
I would do it again. And so that was
Okay.
Saturday, and then Diana had another race on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. The best day of the year. Shamrock, Kelly Street 5K. My favorite race
oh,
of
you
the year.
didn't do it, Tom?
Here's the
He
thing.
doesn't do it every year.
I'm not trying to do races that I've done before. I'm trying to do
Oh.
only new stuff.
Gotcha.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
else is registered for B3.
Yeah, so B3, I think we've mentioned on the show before, is the Kelly Street 5K in Baltimore, Soul the City 10K, and
Yep.
then the Charles Street 12 miler.
Yes.
So
Some of your
as
favorite races, Diana.
my favorite races, as per tradition, the race is in the afternoon. It's a 1 p.m. start date. It's always the weekend of daylight savings time, so it's great. We tend to get to Mick O'Shea's pub in between 10 and 11 a.m., and start pounding drinks before the 5K every year for I think about 6 or 7 years now.
It is dangerous.
It's so great.
Looked like you guys had so much fun, though.
It's so
it was
fun
fun.
every year. Some years it's warm.
You guys will
some
actually
years
have
it's
pictures
cold.
for episode art this year, or this
I know,
episode.
right? We do a shot of Jameson. We do at least one shot of Jameson. It's awful, and I do it. And yeah, it's great. And then we just run, and we did pretty well this year. We did not see anyone fall down Charles Street, which we've seen in the past.
Oh God.
We did kind of jump into an earlier corral than we were actually thinking because we just kind of lingered and then just popped into one. So maybe we missed some of the fellow drunkies.
The shenanigans.
But no, it's a great race. You run downhill to Charles Street. You kind of loop around the harbor and then right down Pratt, and it ends at Power Plant. It's a good after party. They just give like crappy Miller Lite and something else afterwards, but you're like surrounded by bars. So yeah, it's
Jay Hall was there,
always a good
wasn't
time.
she?
She
was.
was. We missed her, and then somebody else was there as well, and we missed them as well. But yeah, Jen, I think she sent me a message on Instagram. And for those of you who aren't aware of this, please do not message me on Instagram. I will not see it for several days or hours.
Oh, jeez.
It is not my preferred way of communication. So yeah, I love it. Tom came and he was wearing his jeans.
I was wearing my jeans and my drinking hoodie, and I carried everyone's stuff to the finish line.
Yep. So that was nice.
I still got my steps in.
Nice.
Yep. So
But, yeah.
it was good.
it's a
Nikki
great
was in the
event.
parade because she's taking Irish step dancing.
Ooh,
fun.
fancy.
So,
Yeah, I feel like it's funny that St. Patrick's Day was closer to next weekend, but it felt like all the parades and all the big events were last week.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like-
weird. Yeah, this year it was
Because
that way,
St. Patrick's Day falls on Friday, so I would have thought all the big events would be next weekend. But
a lot of parades were last weekend. Yeah.
many parades, and many people I know were in parades, and all the Shamrock races seemed like they were this past weekend.
Yeah,
Right.
Virginia Beach, I think, is the only one that's next weekend. Like,
Yeah.
it's the only
Yeah.
one that's like typically on St. Patrick's. Like all the Baltimore stuff happens the week before St. Patrick's every year. So,
The
Yeah.
But it
Wista-
seems like,
the
what?
Worcester parade. The Worcester.
oh God,
That's the one up in Boston.
No, it's in Worcester.
Well, up by Boston.
It's not by Boston. It's in Worcester.
I don't know. And then the
The two
Chicago.
biggest parade,
When does
the
that
two
happen?
biggest
Is that near-
parades in the Massachusetts. Did you
Like-
know
Cambridge.
It's south of Fitchburg.
Linda and oh my God, Linda's gonna have a
Leominster.
wait until I tell her about this
Westminster.
episode. Oh my God, Linda and was actually on one of the parade floats at that parade, and her Dan or Steph, who does like the skirts and stuff. Her husband was in the parade also on the bagpipes. He was
That's
doing the
pretty cool.
bagpipes. So they were both at the parade and in the parade, and then drinking after the parade,
He's
et
a
cetera, et
piper.
cetera.
Is he a
And
piper?
How about them apples?
Oh my God.
Sounds like a piper to me.
I'm texting Linda right now. This is awful.
It's making me think one of my favorite things ever is the SNL skit with Casey Affleck where it's a Dunkin'
Oh my
Donuts
God.
commercial and it's and it's like what a real Dunkin' Donuts commercial should be.
Oh man.
Like I don't like what are I don't even know with you.
Yeah, kid.
Forget about
Gotta
it.
get dunks, kid.
Is that supposed to be Boston?
Hey,
Sure.
gabagoo.
Are you Italian? Are you Irish?
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
Polish, but thank you for seeing me. I appreciate that.
What is happening?
Oh god.
So those are our races,
Yes.
Oh
and
my God.
I hear we have trivia now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we do have trivia.
Lord
But
knows
none of
this
us know
is-
what it's on, so
Lord
we
knows
couldn't
this
No.
has
study ahead
gone
of
on
time.
long enough.
And so I was going to do St. Patrick's Day trivia, and then I realized this episode was coming out after St. Patrick's Day. So I stole this idea from TikTok,
Okay.
like my youth, like the youth I
The
surround
youth
myself
culture.
the youth culture. We're going to play a game called Taylor Swift or William Shakespeare.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I
God.
love it. Hey, can we just
man.
harken back to what this segment is referred to?
Oh, this is Diana's Random Trivia featuring Diana and the Diana Players.
Diana Players.
Backed by popular demand.
Oh,
All right,
God.
let's get into it.
Oh my God. Okay. So I'm going to read a quote. You are going to tell me if that quote is from William Shakespeare, of William Shakespeare fame, or
I'm familiar.
the songstress of our generation, Taylor Swift.
Okay. EcoFit, if you're listening, you could probably just turn this off.
All right. I do believe her, though I know she lies.
Shakespeare.
That's correct. That is from Sonnet 138.
I knew that.
Number 2. Who's this going to? Michael?
Michael.
Is love a tender thing? Is it too rough, too rude?
I'm going to say it's Taylor Swift.
It is Shakespeare. That is from Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, it sounded like Shakespeare, but that's why I thought it was maybe be her because I thought it was like a trick.
Yeah, I think these are going to be tricky because I feel like she has that, like, she wants to be like that a little bit in her lyrics.
Yeah. Let me wipe it first. It smells of mortality. Is that Taylor Swift or William Shakespeare?
That sounds very dirty.
It does sound dirty. I feel like just law of averages, that has to be Taylor.
That is William Shakespeare. It is
Damn
from King Lear. Aaron's the only one on the board. Is it romantic how all my LGs eulogize me?
Taylor?
It's Taylor. It's from a song called The Lakes. Michael, who coaxed you into paradise and left you there?
I'm going to go with Taylor.
That's Taylor from a song called Coney Island. Through the chameleon, love can feed on the air. Tom, is that Taylor Swift?
What?
Ooh,
Or is
sounds
that
like a tricky one.
That does sound
William
like tricky.
Shakespeare?
I'm also very conscious that this dog has got the zoomies. And he's gonna come through here where all of our cords are. I'm gonna say, see? Get your feet up. You gotta make sure he doesn't run through here. I'm sorry. That is Taylor Swift.
That is William Shakespeare.
I suck at this.
It's Two Gentlemen from Verona. All right, Aaron, I want auras and sad prose.
Shakespeare.
That is Taylor Swift
Yeah.
from a song called The Lakes.
That sounded like Taylor Swift.
This one is for Michael. Did the twin flame bruise your pain? I'm sorry, hang on, let me try it again. Did the twin flame bruise pain you blue?
Shakespeare.
Did the love affair maim you too?
I knew
That's
Tom
from
would get
All
that one.
Too Well.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Well, you should know because that's
I
the
don't know
greatest
that.
song that's ever been written.
This is why I'm surprised that Tom's not on the board yet. Because of
Yeah.
all
I
of
know.
us, he's the swiftiest.
He's the Swiftiest
I haven't recognized
of all.
anything else.
Swiftiest
Isn't
of
this
them
really
all.
hard?
It is so, like, it could easily be either one.
Isn't it so hard? It's so weird. All right. And I'll stay, forgetting any other home but this.
Taylor.
From Romeo and Juliet.
Oh my
Damn it.
God.
I am terrible at this.
Oh,
God,
my
you
God.
got Michael's. You got one. It just wasn't yours.
Oh.
All right. Aaron, I want spirits to enforce.
Man, like seriously,
These
you
are
could
so
be either one. It's so weird. I'm going with Taylor.
That is William Shakespeare. It is from The Tempest.
Oh my God.
Isn't this ridiculous?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Michael, you are a wicked villain despite all grace.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Taylor.
That is from The Merry Wives of Windsor. Shakespeare.
Oh my God.
I like how he said that so confidently. That's definitely Taylor.
I was confident on that one.
I would have definitely gone with Taylor on that one.
I love this.
What's the count?
I think Aaron's got one. I think Erin's the
I
only
got
one who
two.
gets a
No,
minute.
I've
Okay,
got
I
two.
And I have
Michael's
one.
got one.
Yeah.
All right, Tom. And the old widow goes to the stone every day, but I don't. I just sit here and wait, grieving the living.
There's no way that can be Taylor Swift, but I'm going to go with Taylor Swift.
That's Taylor Swift from a song called Ivy.
Wow.
I've never heard that.
That is one down.
A lot of the Shakespeare-y stuff are all off of the Evermore album.
Of course they are.
All right. Aaron, I wounded the good and I trusted the wicked.
Oof, that really could be either again. Like, that is so, like, I'm going to go with Taylor.
You're right. It's Taylor from a song called Daylight. Michael, the Chronicle of Wasted Time. Is that Taylor or is that Shakespeare?
Taylor.
That is Shakespeare. It's from Sonnet 106.
This is the most
Wow.
ridiculous.
This is
the most ridiculous game.
This is the most ridiculous.
That's I could have sworn that would have been one of her things.
It's so good.
You said the same thing for the last one too.
All right,
Go against your instinct.
Tom. This is a state of grace.
That's also a great running song, and that is definitely Taylor Swift.
It's Taylor Swift. All right. Aaron, when I was at home, I was in a better place.
Shakespeare.
That is Shakespeare. You're correct. It's from As You Like It.
Wow, you're running away with this.
Mm-hmm. All right. Dude.
I went against my instinct on that one. That's why. I'm like, that sounds like Taylor, so it's going to be Shakespeare.
All right, Michael. All we are is skin and bone.
Taylor?
That is Taylor from Treacherous.
I feel like I heard that one before.
Brought forth an incandescent glow, tarnished but so grand.
Shakespeare.
That is Taylor Swift.
Damn it.
Oh my
It is from Ivy.
Oh
I
my
have a
God.
lot more of these. So if we want to continue this series, do you think people are yelling at their phones right now?
Oh my God. Somebody's an expert in either Shakespeare or Taylor Swift.
So
Isn't
angry
it
at us.
crazy? Like, when I saw people doing that, I thought it was unbelievable. Like, I would have
Man.
never thought. I would have never
No.
thought that Taylor and Shakespeare could have so much in common.
Oh, God, that's
Hey.
hilarious.
I'm actually
Excellent.
surprised Tom
I have-
didn't do better.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am amazed that Tom, the Swiftie of our group, failed to beat me.
Look, do we want to wrap up with something good?
All right, jump in, Michael.
All right. We have watched it. We are through it. Outer Banks, season 3.
Oh my God.
We haven't even started it,
Yeah.
and we are starting it.
Not my favorite season, I will say, but I thought it ended pretty well. I like where we're headed.
Oh my God.
That's good. I'm glad we're still sticking with them being the exact same age and we didn't time jump at all. So they're literally 3 years later going back to where they were and are still the same age.
They time jumped
Oh
at
my
the very, very end.
Kinda.
Right? Like a year.
Yeah.
It was like a year later.
I feel like a year is not enough.
Well, for
For
the
how
age
old they
that
look.
are, I do agree
Well,
with that.
what's his name? Chase or whatever, the guy who plays John B, is 30. He's
Yeah.
still 17
funny
on the
'cause
show.
in the middle of the episode or in the middle of the season at one point they said something about like going to school, like,
And I was like,
and
wait,
we
we're
were
still
like,
we're
wait.
still pretending that's happening?
No spoilers, but has John B's shirt been washed?
No. They are all so dirty through the whole season. It's
oh
amazing.
my God.
It is the dirtiest group of people at all times.
Literally the whole time, I think I said it like at least 10 times. I'm like, Diana will be dying.
This
Like,
season is off the rails,
like,
man. It's so good.
There
It's
were
the bad
moments,
decisions.
it was literally like
so many bad decisions.
so many things that happen, and I turn to Michael and be like, "Oh my God, Diana is going to have a
Like a breakdown.
conniption." Yeah, like this is
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Like all I could do is picture Diana yelling at the screen.
Everybody's making bad decisions. Everybody.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Especially JJ. Who's just a walking bad decision.
Oh my,
God.
God. Which is funny because he was the only one that I like enjoyed.
Oh, he's fun.
He's the only bad decisions I was like,
Yeah.
okay. I guess if you're gonna make bad decisions, this is the bad.
Yeah.
These are the bad decisions you make.
His are like fun bad decisions.
Oh my god! Do you hear this cat?
Yeah.
Well,
This dog just keeps biting me.
do something good. Come on. These animals are getting chippy.
All right, someone else go.
I didn't write down a something good because we've been kind of all over the place, and I literally cannot remember what I've talked about and what we haven't talked about. Like, we're watching The Last of Us. It's brilliant. We're a couple episodes behind. Aaron, I know you said you guys are starting it. You're going to be hard sobbing.
Cool.
It's amazing. We started Mandalorian. And you know what my something good will be? I will say, I don't think we talked about it. We have a Ghost on Netflix. It's an Anthony Mackie movie.
Oh,
and
I saw
it's
that on
kind of
there.
like a fun, like, family movie where it kind of centers around the kids. But they move into a haunted house, obviously. And it is current day. So the kids are not afraid of the ghost. And then they start a YouTube channel about the
That's
ghost. But the
amazing.
ghost is David Harbour from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's really cute. And it's, it's a little sad. And Anthony Mackie's really good in it. And we just enjoyed it. We just enjoyed watching it. It was like a perfect, like, it was exactly what we wanted, exactly what we needed. And
There you go.
yeah, it was just a fun little movie to watch. We loved it. So
Yes, it was.
we
Nice.
really enjoyed it. So
Did
I
I-
watched that.
Did I use season 2 of Sex Lives of College Girls?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Because I've just finished that last week. Have you seen it, Diana?
No, I need to because it's a Mindy show.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
you haven't seen it because it's a Mindy show. Yeah, I mean, it was I didn't love it as much as I loved season 1, but I
Mhm.
still loved it.
Yeah.
It's
hard
I
to
think
live
that
up.
I think that they do a really good job though of like balancing like I don't know, it's what I imagine like college is like now, even though like based off my college experience, and they do a really good job of like really like exploring like what it is like to be a woman at college and be
Yeah.
dealing with like, real things that are happening in women's lives at that age.
Amazing. Yeah.
So I really like it. It's very sex positive, as it should be. And I enjoyed it a lot again. So I'm going to use that as my something good.
So I've wanted to start a music podcast for like 2 years now. And I think it's just because I like to talk about nostalgic stuff. And I found this podcast called 60 Songs That Explain the 90s. And it absolutely scratches that itch. So highly recommend it. Each episode, the host picks one song that was pretty influential in the 90s, defines like part of the genre or whatever. And there's a lot of really good information about the song, about the artist, about, So if you're looking for a podcast about music and you like the 90s,
What songs have they done?
they've done like they
Nirvana?
did Juicy by Biggie, they do Don't Speak by No Doubt, they do
Yeah.
they did Crash Into Me by Dave Matthews, they do just
So it's all different genres.
it's all different
that
genres,
sort
but
of define the 90s.
yeah. So yeah, we're kind of all over the place.
Yeah, today was an all over the place episode, but we had a topic and a segment.
This was
So
a
I think you guys should be
True.
impressed.
this is a bit of a potpourri.
We have animals that are in their witching hour the whole
Oh
time.
man. Yeah.
So
That they
good luck
are.
to Michael later in this week.
Yeah.
Figuring out how to make this
Make
show
this
sound
work.
amazing, as he
Make this
always
work.
does, because
Always
work
comes together.
the best
Work is
editor
magic.
ever.
Yes.
We
Um,
appreciate our editor.
Absolutely. Oh, so right before this, I posted on the Will Run For Instagram. I had this idea to ask our listeners to provide suggestions for quotes to sign off the show. but to DM me so you 3 don't see them and I can kind of surprise you with them. And I have 3 submissions so far.
Oh my God.
I'm only gonna pick one so I can stretch these out. But in all fairness, the very first one came from our friend Run Disnerd. And Run Disnerd's quote is,
Turning friends into lovers. Directed to you.
don't make this weird. It's from Steve Prefontaine.
Oh.
And Run Disnerd shares the quote, I do it because I can because I want to because you said I couldn't.
Deep.
That's a good quote. I like
That's a great
Prefontaine
quote.
quotes. Yeah.
Thank you, Run
R.I.P.
Disnerd.
I don't know who that
Philosophical.
is.
You don't know who that is?
I was
have
going to
no idea who
say,
that
I
is.
feel like Diana's going to ask who this is because we did a run hike yoga
Where
where
it was the
I
different
one of the
also didn't know who he was.
and you also didn't know who
It
he
was
was
different
at that
versions
time.
of Steve Prefontaine. It was the Jared Leto version, the real version, and whoever else played him. I forget who the other.
I
person
remember
was.
that. It's a great
Which
one.
is why I remember as soon as
Yeah.
you said it, I was like, I'm waiting for Diana to be like, who?
Very famous runner.
So this is what you'll get when you send us quotes, guys, because we'll have no idea.
Try to stump Diana on who it is.
Thank you, Run Disnerd. And if anybody else wants to slide into my DMs and provide a quote, I look forward to reading them.
Awesome.
But I guess this is okay. So this is Tom for Aaron, Michael, and Diana. I don't know how to do this.
Indiana's currently digging in our basket of recording supplies.
Yeah.
So
Oh my God.
So
Good
I
luck.
guess we love y'all. Thank you for your support.
Sign up for the Virtual Live
Live.
race.
Yep.
Go do it. Do it right now.
And we will talk to you later.
bye.